I love seeing that 100% of the eligible share requests were funded in the month of June 2026 by CrowdHealth. 3,523 bills being covered and that money going back into people's pockets to pay their medical bills. That's part of why I love CrowdHealth. But it got me wondering, what about the ones that were considered ineligible? Are they transparent about that as well? It turns out they are in their transparency file. If you're new here, hey, my name's Chelsea, and I try to dig deep and answer questions, things that we are all researching, trying to be responsible adults in this day and age. One of the things I've been diving deep into this year is looking at CrowdHealth as an alternative to traditional health insurance. It's what I chose for my family. We've been members for over 2.5 years and had a great experience. And I love diving in to answer real questions and explain how it actually works. If you decide to apply and see if you and your family qualify to join the membership, make sure to use my member invitation link and or my discount code if you've already started the process so that you can get the best pricing for your first 3 months. CrowdHealth also gives me a little thank you gift for inviting new qualified members in, so it's a win-win. Okay, so let's talk about these ineligible bills submitted because 100% of the ones that were considered eligible funded, love that. But why were some things considered ineligible for funding? 3.43% of the bills that were submitted in the month of June were considered ineligible. So, what categories actually got rejected? Here they give the top 5 ineligible reasons. One is that it was previously diagnosed or symptomatic before joining, and that would mean that the members still in their first 2 years when pre existing conditions are an issue. Second is that their annual wellness maximum was already met and they submitted another annual wellness event. Third is that someone submitted a bill that was more than 6 months after the date of service. Fourth is someone tried submitting dental care outside of categorizing it as their annual wellness expense. And five is someone was submitting for reimbursement for supplements. Now, the good news to me is that all 5 of those reasons are very clearly laid out in the member guide. So, if you're stepping into membership and read the member guide, then you're going to know that these would have been rejected and or you could have gotten onto the CrowdHealth app and asked your advocate before submitting it if you weren't sure. So this gives me peace of mind that nothing listed is rejected for like arbitrary reasons. It was just about keeping the integrity of what will and will not be shared into, and I feel good about that. If you have any questions about whether you and your family would be qualified or a good fit to jump into CrowdHealth as an alternative to traditional health insurance, put your questions below. I'll try to answer them, even if it means pulling up the member guide. I am an attorney. I like being nerdy. I'm happy to help.